Hey everybody, this is Mr. McKee again with Net 225. I want to go ahead and go over the packet tracer 4.2.7, which is configure router on a stick, Inter-VLAN routing. Alright, so I have up my workspace for packet tracer. Alright, if you notice, I've got router 1 up here. Notice it's not converged. It's not sending data. You have switch 1, you have PC1 on one VLAN and PC3 on another VLAN, and also notice that this is on a 172.17.10.0 with a CIDR of 24. Alright, and VLAN 30, which is a network of 172.17.30.0, CIDR 24. So these are on separate networks and separate VLANs. Alright, so what we're going to do, configured router on a stick is actually, we're going to let it do inter-VLAN routing through that router, so we can send data out of this network through the switch up to the router, and the router is going to route it over here and vice versa. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Looking at the addressing table, router 1, we're going to do some, when you see a .10 or a .20.30 on an interface, that we're going to do sub-interfaces. So we're going to assign more than one IP address value to that interface. Alright, this is actually going to be the default gateway for the network, so that'll be the default gateway for this PC. Alright, actually it says right, shows right there also. So that's the same as that. And PC2, alright, this gigabit 00.30 subinterface is going to be the IP address, or assign the IP address of that, and that's the same as the default gateway of the PC3. Alright, so PC3 is going to go up here, up to the router. If it wants to go to PC1 and then back down, and then over to PC1. Alright, because right now without that router configured, you don't have any connection. No matter if there's a physical connection between the two, you can't send any data because they're on separate networks and separate VLANs. Alright, so first we have to go to create VLANs on switch 1. Alright, so create VLAN 10 and VLAN 30 on switch 1. So that should not be that bad. Alright, so let's enable config T. Alright, so we want to do make two VLANs, VLAN 10 and VLAN 30. Alright, that's two VLANs that we need. Alright, configure interfaces F06 and F11 as access ports and assign VLANs. So let's make sure we know what we're talking about. F06 goes over to VLAN 30, F11 goes over to VLAN 10. And I'll just work from left to right. F11, VLAN 10. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN. That's VLAN 10, right? Yep. Alright, interface F06. Switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 30. Alright, so I made interface F11 an access port, switch port mode access, and we assigned the access port to VLAN 10, then interface F06, we made an access port, and we assigned it to VLAN 30. right. So what do we have now? Let's do this. Exit, show VLAN brief. So this should look just like this. VLAN 10, it's right there, active F11, 011. VLAN 30 is F06. All right, test connectivity between PC1 and PC3. So I'm going to use the ping command, and if I ping PC3, what's weird, it says PC2. That's actually PC3. Okay. And 72.17.30.10. So let's just sit it here and see if it connects to it. All right, it doesn't. Reason being, these are on, well, now they're on separate VLANs and they're on separate networks, so they definitely can't connect together. All right, configure subinterfaces. So what you're going to do is, and you're going to use the 802.1q encapsulation to create subinterfaces, because what that's going to let you do is you're going to name gigabit 00 on R1 your default gateway for both this side of the network going up there and this side of the network. So let's go to R1, hit enter, enable configure key. All right, so this is for interface gigabit 00, but it's going to be a .10 for the first subinterface. We're going to use encapsulation .1q10, IP address 172.17.10.1, which is going to be the default gateway. Make sure I get my stuff right. All right. So that first subinterface is configured. If I want to do interface gigabit 00.30 for the VLAN 30.0 network, I can up arrow, go back to encapsulation.1. Make sure you do that 30. Okay, IP address should be 30.1. Let's verify the 172.17.30.1. All right. Notice no traffic yet. Use the show IP interface brief command to verify sub interface configuration. Both subinterfaces are down. Subinterfaces are virtual interfaces that are associated with a physical interface. Therefore, in order to enable subinterfaces, you must enable the physical interface that they are associated with. So let's exit all that. Let's do exit show IP interface brief. All right. Subinterface 10 is down. Subinterface 30 is down of this interface. Oops, let's go to global config. All right, enable interface gigabit 00. All right, no shutdown. You noticed as soon as I click that, line protocol, well, interface is up, protocol is up, subinterface 10's up, subinterface 30 is up. All right. So test connectivity with Inter-VLAN routing. Ping between PC3 and PCC, or PC1 and PC3. Ping PC1 from PC1, ping PC3. All right, and that's PC3. All right, the ping should fail because we're still in separate VLANs, so it's segmenting the traffic. And I can do a show VLAN, but you already see right there. That's on a separate VLAN from that one. Or actually, yeah, gigabit 0. Gigabit 01 is on a separate one too. Oh, wait, actually gigabit 01 is on VLAN 1. Yeah, so it can't connect. Because the router is configured with multiple subinterfaces assigned to separate VLANs, the switch port connected to the router must be configured as a trunk. Enable trunking on interface gigabit 01. Alright, so let's do that. Because you can, oh. Let's see. So we're going to configure it as a trunk. Interface gigabit 01. Switch port mode trunk. Let's see. And from there, it just automatically lets the traffic through. All right, let's try it. Actually, let's let it converge first by doing fast forward. Let's go back here, command prompt. First ping should fail. There we go. Now if we do it again, first ping will not fail, it will go through. All right, and that's it. It's done. All right, so let's see. How do you determine the interface, the trunk port using? Okay, on S1, let me just answer this question. Let's exit. All right, how do you determine that the interface is a trunk port using the show? If you do show VLAN brief, see how it's missing? That's how you can tell it's missing. Probably a better option though would be the show interface trunk. Don't assume that just because you don't really see it, because you might be overlooking it. But if you look here, that's actually trunking gigabit 01, right? And up to gigabit 00 on the router. All right, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Pretty quick video. See you later.